こんにちは、香川博です。本を書いたりするときは山楠洋二という名前を使っています。よろしくお願いします。今日はロンドンからです。タラール・アラーフさんという人。お名前からね、想像できますか？この人はね、中東の出身、シリアの出身なんですね。でも今、ロンドンでね、ビジネスパーソンとしてね、いろんな企業のコンサルティングをやったりしている人ですね。特にティームビルディングとかそういういろんなことをやっています。ロンドンはね、移民がすごく多いところで、もう本当にね、ロンドン港よりもね、移民の人たちの方が人口が多いぐらいなんですね。その中で彼は典型的なね、ロンドンで成功した人なんですけどね、今、ロンドンで大変でしょ？パンデミック、コロナの感染、プラス、ブレグジットで揺れてますね。経済的にもどっちに行くかまだわからない状態なんです。そういう中でね、彼がどうやってテレワーキングをやって、そして未来に向けてね、建設的に物事を考えているか、どういうことが起きているのかということを聞いてみました。字幕もついてますのでね、英語を勉強しながらも、ぜひこのね、イギリスの現状ということをね、実感していただければなと思います。Hi, Talal.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, London is under the pandemic also, so everybody is all right for you?
Yeah, so far so good.
Where are you living in London?
I'm in West London.
West London. That
Yeah,
means
that
like
is
a
about
Heathrow, like an airport area near close to?
no. Yeah, we are like 30 minutes far from the airport and 30 minutes far from central London.
I see.
In between, yeah.
Yeah, you are kind of business person, so I believe that it is tough time because of pandemic. You can't fly, and you can't contact people. You do the teleworking.
Sorry?
You do the teleworking, like by using the internet.
Of course, yeah. But I mean, most of the communications are through online or social media. Mainly the business social media, which is LinkedIn.
I understand. How about,
and of course email as well.
I understand. But as for the consulting business, sometimes you need to go to the real place to discuss. And now it is difficult, right?
Yes, but again, before Corona, problems, we also used to, have kind of online sessions for coaching or sometimes training on using virtual tools.
So maybe even the consulting business is going to the online side these days.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. And there are a lot of survivors for this transition, I believe.
Sure.
So how is the economy in general in London right now? In Tokyo, we have a lot of turbulences.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was affected by the pandemic and the lockdown because people are at the beginning everybody was afraid not to go out and then a lot of offices were just forced to close and everybody's working from home. So of course this was has a big effect on business, and also the government asked a lot of sectors to close. So they have to close their like shops, like any company dealing with public, with people, they have to close. So this is really was so bad on the economy, of course.
Yeah, because particularly right after the real kind of dispatch from the EU, and then coronavirus, really happens. That means like how people are considering about they are regretting about the result of the dispatching from EU or not right now.
Well, I think people just, about talking about Brexit.
Brexit, yes.
It took more than 3 years to discuss and, having, up and downs on saying, yes, they approve, they don't approve. But then finally they decided to do it. And the plan was that the UK should leave the EU at the end of this year, 2020. Okay. But I didn't hear a lot about, a relationship between the situation with coronavirus and talking about Brexit. But I believe because of the difficulties of meeting, the politicians to meet each other, then this may be a little bit delayed or postponed.
I see.
Yeah, but the decision, I don't think they are going to discuss it again. I mean, it's decided that the UK should leave.
UK should leave, but you feel as if you are part of EU still, or already you feel it's different?
No, it's again we're still able to travel
Right.
to any country in Europe, and then starting from the end of this year, there are going to be some new rules about the travel, about how long you can stay, the ability to work or not, okay, and so on.
Just I got the news that there are quarantine from any arrival to London or England,
Correct.
And it must be, I mean, for the even like a French or Germans or coming into London, they must have a quarantine, or that's different?
Yes, anybody entering the UK should be isolated, self-isolation at home or wherever he's going for 14 days.
So even the EU people coming to England.
Yeah, everybody, and this was not. I mean, people were not happy in EU, European countries. They were not happy with this rule in the UK because they are not doing that for people visiting their countries, and also business people in the UK were not happy with that decision. But the government decided to go for it, starting from I think the 8th, 2 days ago.
I see.
They opened the country, but anybody's coming should be self-isolated for 14 days.
14 days. It is a strict rule?
Yes, it is strict, and they are going to check, do a kind of regular check, and anybody's not doing that, they would charge him £1,000 as a fine.
Wow. So this is a kind of a new reality of so-called Brexit also, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Look, always the UK was always, separate or separated in some, issues in the relationship with the EU. And a very simple example is the currency. So the sterling pound is in the UK. We were not using the euro for even when the UK was with the EU.
I see. Well, Talal, your case, you have some kind of a so-called, you are doing a kind of aggressive business right now, and I hope that your business is okay. But on the other hand, you are belonging to the ethnic group in London. And as for the ethnic group point of view, do you have any issue of current economy or in general, like a political situation? Do you have any?
No, never. No, nothing. Nothing of that, of course. But again, the business was affected really strongly in March, April, and May. But now, by the end of May, it started to people starting to wake up again. We started to get some emails, some requests, and phone calls asking for new, trainings. Workshops and so on.
I see. Particularly your client is like a Middle East?
Not only the Middle East, of course. I mean, I have my companies based in London, in the UK, and of course, number one, I target clients in the UK, and we have had a lot of clients in the UK, in different sectors. I have. With the Home Office, which is the ministry here, we were training them, giving them training in 2019, and some companies in different sectors. In addition to the Middle East, because I was living there and working there, so I have relationships and trying always to target that, and because I am able, to deliver training in English and in Arabic language in the Middle East.
Then it is online right now.
Yes, so far, yeah, we've got some clients in the Middle East, like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Dubai in the UAE. Yes.
Do you have any tactics about like not to create any internet fatigue, when you're talking to?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, the way you deliver training through the internet is different than
Sure.
how you do it. I mean, person to person or in person, and it is a way that, of course, the training online is shorter. And yeah, we try always to reduce the number of people attending, just to keep keep good quality, on the video and voice and so on. And we always ask people to switch off their cameras.
Sure.
Just to make sure the speed is okay and everybody can listen and see what we're presenting.
And also, in case of some kind of corporation who are really concerned about the security of the internet too.
Yes, that was an issue, but again, I mean, we are not, opening any secrets. So we are doing training, and people are okay. I mean, yes, even if there is a kind of 5% percentage risk that people would enter the same meeting or so, I don't think it's a big issue, especially in what we do in training. Like we are training people, about the development and learning and development and coaching, consulting in the workplace. That is not a big secret, even if there is a small percentage of risk. But now, like Zoom company, as you know, Zoom they changed the rules and they decided to add the password and the code.
True.
So nobody can access any meeting without that code.
I understand. And generally speaking, going back to the economy of London and England and the British economy in general,
yes.
Are you optimistic or pessimistic right now?
I'm always optimistic. Yeah.
But are there any turbulence can be expected, like because of Corona?
Yes, of course. I mean, nobody can deny that the market was affected by Corona. But starting from Brexit issues, I was always optimistic about. I mean, things are going to be better, especially about business in the UK. And with Corona, I'm optimistic because there are some good news coming, and we used to deal with this crisis, on how to walk, how to meet people and keep this distance, and then gradually, step by step, everybody should get used on how to deal with this.
I see.
And yeah, and from the news, the market is reopening again, like in the UK. For example, on 8th of June, they opened the airport. So this will allow people to come in and out for business. And then they opened some clinics, some areas for tourism, like parks and zoos. They opened it already. Okay. With the the rules, the new rules for distance.
It's called the new normal. New normal.
Yes, and on the 15th of June, after 5 days, they are going to reopen a lot of shops and markets.
And the hospital is now working well.
Sorry,
hospital is working well.
Yes, I believe they got less pressure now. In March and April it was impossible. I know some friends working doctors in hospitals, and they were under very hard pressure. But now it's okay.
Now, last question, last comment I need. Please tell me your comment or your kind of view to the world in this pandemic. If you have any kind of opinion or idea to encourage people, please.
Well, people are, should be really careful. This is not only for the corona problem, for any other disease, and keeping ourselves, clean and to be careful when we do anything, when we eat anything, or when we
Sure.
travel.
Sure.
This is so important, yeah, because this is very good for ourselves and for others.
I
So
understand.
the whole globe should be really always clean and safe.
I understand. Thank you very
Yeah.
much, Talal, and please take
Thank
care,
you.
right? Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank
too.
you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.